Thank you, Secretary, for being here. Can you walk us through the logistics of how the money is going to be allocated? From what I understand, at least $100 million will go to states. And then is it totally up to the states to determine what projects to launch, or will there be federal oversight? But basically, I'm trying to understand how the money is going to get funneled through and how the remaining money is going to be allocated.
Yes, thank you. So in terms of the practicality of it, each state will receive $100 million, as you say. The remaining money will be allocated based on need, based on how many underserved households there are in that state. So the whole name of the game here is to focus on the underserved and the unserved, and on affordability. We have to make sure that we don't spend this money overbuilding. So, which means we'll have to work very closely with the FCC and using their maps to make sure that we focus the money where broadband doesn't exist now. So we plan, everyone gets $100 million. Beyond that, it'll be based upon unserved, based upon need. We're going to give out a grant per state, and each state will then give grants to sub-grantees on the ground. We are, as I just said, very focused on equity and making sure there's affordability and ubiquity, which means we have to be flexible. Like in a state like Rhode Island, where I'm from, there's no rural Rhode Island. So, it's a city, it's an urban place. So the needs in a place like Rhode Island will be more around affordability, inner city access. Contrast that with New Mexico, completely different topography. 50% of people on tribal lands don't have broadband. We need to account for the flexibility there, which is why it's going to be a state by state. There will be a tremendous amount of federal oversight and transparency. Every state has to put their plan online for everyone to see, and we are going to have very strict criteria to make sure that we achieve the goals of affordability and access.
When do you think the first expansion projects will get underway?
I'm sorry, say again?
When will the projects get underway? When do you think states will physically start to
so, I would say first we have to have the law, and then it'll take us some time to get set up, some number of months. So, it's hard to say. I would say, well into next year.